Hey everyone. So we're looking at our new Empowered Success. This is 2018 and we're looking at our beautiful share guide here, which you can get in your back office under sales tools, and you can buy them in packs of 10s. So this particular guide is really, really supportive to somebody who is not wanting to perhaps do the business, but perhaps it's for somebody who wants to share the oils, who can see the real profound benefits that they provide to us, and might just need a little bit of support in sharing those oils. And so this would be what you would share with them. So it gets them to look at why they would want to be sharing. Well, firstly, it's empowering others, right, and being of service to others. And then it looks at how they can be earning from that sharing, which is really such a bonus to all of that. And I know when I started sharing, I didn't actually realize really about the business opportunity. So I was just sharing it from my heart, and the rest came as a bonus. And I think that's a really beautiful way to start. So it gets you or them to look at whose lives they might want to change, and whether that person would be better to come to a class or a one-on-one. So, you know, if you're using this guide and you're not ready to do your own class yet, you would get the person who enrolled you in doTERRA to support you in doing a class and learn that way, which is amazing. There's different ways to invite. So, you know, you could be speaking to someone and they could share something with you, and you could say, look, hey, I've been using essential oils. Are you open to hearing more? I'm going to be having a beautiful oil share, or I can meet you one-on-one, or whatever it may be. And just share your own experience. So how have the oils helped you? And perhaps they would like to try a sample. And so just open up the conversation there, and you know, maybe they want to learn more and things like that. And it helps you create a proven method of how we support people to coming along and learning about our essential oils. So following up with them and just, you know, checking with them, letting them know you're so excited that they're going to be coming and for what they're going to be learning, which is amazing. So I think when you start using the oils, it's really important to always have samples on hand. I always have the little 2 ml samples on hand because I'm always running into people all the time. And if you feel a bit fearful of sharing, just think, how would you feel if no one ever shared doTERRA with you? And think about how that would be. Because look at all the beautiful results and beautiful things that you've noticed happen with your family. And just think, you know, how would that be if I didn't? And I always do that. I always think, look, if I don't share this with this person, I'm actually being selfish, really. So, yeah, get past the fear of, oh, you know, will they think I'm selling them something? Because you're not selling them anything, really. These all sell themselves. You're just offering another choice. Maybe they haven't heard about it. And, you know, maybe it could profoundly support them and change many things in their life. So always come from the heart and be really natural about what you're doing. Yeah, so sample, always carry your sample keychain. You can get the keychains from doTERRA, that's a great way to share as well. Yeah, and when you sample, always say to them that you're going to follow up with them. So always set the intention. So, you know, this is what's going to happen and I'm going to follow up with you. And follow up with them and get them to see what shifts it's created for them, or maybe it's not that oil, maybe they need another oil. And don't be shied away if they say that it didn't work, okay? Because it's not really the oil working anyway, it's just the body. So the oils just get the body into alignment so that the body can do what it innately knows. So maybe it needs another oil. Do you know what I mean? So don't be afraid and think, oh, it didn't work, because it doesn't stop there. You know, there's other oils we can try. They're made up of different chemical constituents, and so maybe because every body is different, different things align with different people. And that's all part of the building that connection with them, okay? And really finding something that's going to really align for them. Yeah, and so when you're actually sharing with them, get them to share with you whatever their struggle is, whatever their frustration is. Open up. Maybe no one's asked them, maybe no one's really taken the time, and really get them present to what that's costing them. So, if it's sleep, how is that affecting other areas of their life? And how could it really, what if they found a solution? How would that be for them? So, yeah, really come into that space of opening up there, and it's really going to open up the emotions that underlie things as well. So then you can maybe align some of the emotional oils. Yeah. And share your own experience, share your story, tell them how different oils have supported you in different ways. And remember to always be compliant. So we're not talking about disease names or anything like that. We're talking about how we want to feel. So we're looking at the positive. We're not naming things because we're not here curing things, okay? All these oils are doing is allowing our bodies to come into that innate knowing of being in its innate wisdom and being able to just unravel in its own innate way. Yeah, so this is a really powerful booklet, and it's just a wonderful way to support. So yeah, it just sort of says, share an experience, day 3 follow up, maybe invite them to the class, give them a reminder, and then at the class, when they enroll, that's the first enrollment, and the second enrollment is the Live Guide, okay? So also get some Live Guides, because you want to actually be supporting people and doing one-on-ones with them so that they know the other products available that could really support all those areas of their life. Now, if your upline or the person who introduced you into doTERRA is doing the oil share, your part to play is you are obviously providing the space. So you want that space to be clean and clear. You may want to provide some oil-infused food, which you can get off doTERRA.com. We've got lots of recipes. It could just be hummus with lemon in it. It could be bliss balls with wild orange or peppermint or something like that, just something that people can experience the oils in another way. And be mindful to have people there on time. Introduce your upline or the person who is going to be doing the share. Introduce them and edify them. So, often your guests don't know them. So let them know how you know them and how they may have supported you in finding an oil. So that really builds a relationship of trust. Share quickly an oil experience, a personal oil experience, and then hand over to the person who is actually presenting, which is really amazing. And then at the end of the class, walk around and actually offer advice. Get yourself the Essential Life book. To actually, because people will have different things that you can look up and provide support and what oils may help them. And yeah, and then you go to, because they'll fill out the enrollment form, because you would have ordered the empowerment pack. So the empowerment pack has like the class handouts and the enrollment forms at the back. So from there, then you will actually process the enrollment, and you can do that in your back office. So you just sign in, and where it says on the right, enroll a new consultant, you will do that, and then get the person who is presenting to help you place people on your team, okay, if you're not sure where you should be placing them. If people didn't enroll and they want to go home and think about it, follow up with them within sort of 24 to 48 hours, because then it's all still fresh for them and they still have those beautiful memories and those feelings that were really invoked from dancing with the oils on that evening. And then the second enrollment is the Live Guide. So make that appointment within 2 weeks, because at that appointment, when you go through different things, you might find out that this person has a lot of people that they want to share with, and maybe they want to host a party. And that's the ripple effect. That's how we create that really beautiful ripple effect. Okay, yeah, so we're really looking at changing more lives and different ways that you can earn. So what happens is when you are hosting, provided you have a monthly order set up for 100 PV for that month, you are entitled to 20% of the personal volume, the PV, the product volume, which is sold at your class, which is amazing. And that's paid immediately. Like the next week, you've got that in your back office to purchase oils, which is great. Then you can look at things like power of three bonuses. So what happens is when you introduce 3 new people and they are on your front line, so they're directly under you, when the 4 of you have an overall team volume of 600 PV for that month, and all of you have to have at least 100 PV loyalty order to qualify. So it could be that the 4 of you have 100 PV order and then 2 other people on your front line just put in other orders and it equals 600. You'll actually be paid $50 US for that month. That's amazing. That goes a long way to your 100 PV order really, which is great. So yeah, you can kind of be creating a residual income in your spare time and supplementing your income, which is really amazing. And then from here, you may see that you want to take this further or not. You know, it's really up to you. So that's our share guide. I just wanted to touch on those things so that you would know why you would use this guide and who you would share it with. Okay, beautiful people, have an amazing day, and we will connect in really soon.